Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to turn our attention to the international community. We're very fortunate to have with us today Professor Dongping Fang, a leading researcher in construction safety and urban resilience. He's developed a leadership culture behavior approach for enhancing safety leadership, safety culture, and behavioral safety in construction, and the approach that has been implemented in many mega projects in leading enterprises in China and overseas. He's also developed a trials-based system of systems framework and led a research team working on urban resilience with focus on safeguarding the construction and operation of urban infrastructure systems in megacities. He's an accomplished author and has won several domestic and international awards. Please join me in welcoming Dongping Fang. You have to? Okay.
Thank you, Tony.
Okay.
Oh, no.
No, back. Do that.
And this way?
No.
No.
All right, here he comes. He's going to take care of this. He's going to fix it. We want his slides to come up. Oh, he's got slides. They're loaded. Okay, they hadn't loaded.
This? Yes, this one. Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Tony, for the introduction. This is my great honor and privilege to be here to introduce you some of our work on construction safety. It's fit the theme of the conference very well. So today my topic is about how we view about construction safety. Tackle with it by CBS. CBS stands for cognition-based safety in comparison with the behavioral-based safety. And AI. AI is the unavoidable word now for our research. So this is the outline. And we start from the safety challenges all over the world. As everybody knows, the urbanization has been a world trend for many, many decades. And while in the same time, accidents on construction sites have resulted in huge number of deaths and injuries, no matter where. You can see some of the countries. In many countries, in the past decades, there's almost no improvement in on-site safety. And look at a few of the cases. So this is a collapse of a construction platform, constraint platform in China, got 4 deaths and 2 dead after scaffolding collapse. And a crane collapse in Thailand, got 7 people killed. And in the US, I'm not sure it's correct or not, but I think it's from the website. So we got 1 death last year for the falling from height. And we have more in Singapore, in many, many countries. So accidents are the results of a combined effect of unsafe physical conditions and unsafe human behaviors. Physical conditions are easier to improve rather than human behaviors. This is our belief. So, but if we look at all the statistics, unsafe physical conditions improved a lot, but not the same for unsafe human behaviors. So this is 1 year's statistic from China. We can find that nearly 80% of the accidents are related to human behaviors. And our work on safety started about 25 years. We start at the very beginning, we start on the workers' unsafe behavior. And then we found the organizational unsafe behavior actually are more important. And further research, we found that safety culture and the leadership plays a very important role on unsafe behaviors. So based on this understanding, we start to look at the root causations of unsafe behaviors. So based on the so-called cognitive psychology, we separated the process of cognition into 4 major stages and try to look at what kind of the failure of cognition happened in the 4 stages, with 2 critical questions. In research, how to review patterns of unsafe behaviors at the cognitive level, and in practice, how to reduce unsafe behaviors from the cognition process. So the cognition process is behind the behavior. So that we regard this as the root causes of unsafe behaviors. So cognition failure model was established to analyze the root causations. And this is the flow chart for us to identify each of the causations of unsafe behaviors. And what we found, there are 2 kinds of failure mode. One is the so-called unintentional. That means the workers did not find and did not recognize there's a risk. The second is the intentional failure mode. That means they know the risk, they know it's harmful, but they still do that because they want to have a shortcut, they want to save their time, and so on. Especially for project managers, they want to save money, they want to control the cost. So the unsafe behavior here, the definition, not only include the workers' unsafe behavior, it's also include the managerial unsafe behavior or decision. So based on this, we looked at the fatigue. That is one of the major reasons why the workers ignore the risks, both physically and cognitively. Cognitive failure is one of the major causation that we found. There are a lot of research details I want to skip because I have only 15 minutes. Yeah, so this is what we found. The cognition fatigue produces about 2-fold of increase in cognition errors and 3-fold increase in behavioral errors. So the cognitive fatigue is one of the very important reasons. So in the other hand, for intentional failure, it's about culture. So a better safety culture may help the workers make the right decision, vice versa. So we established a model for safety culture. We call it the safety interaction culture, because on the construction site, we have different organizations. They work together. They bring different culture to the site. There's a huge conflict within the culture aspect. So how could the project manager can converse all of these kind of cultures and build up their project culture in a right way? So we did a lot of surveys and try to dig out the key factors that influence the behaviors. And on top of culture, safety leadership was found to be one of the major factors that drive the culture, drive the change of the culture. So again, we also did a lot of investigations on what type of safety leadership could create a better safety culture. In the end, we found such a kind of the role that the leadership can have a right way to influence safety culture. And further, the culture can influence the workers and even the managers' behavior. So we did an intensive survey for about 10,000 people who we observed their unsafe behavior. Then we go to talk to them to do the questionnaire survey to find out why they made a mistake. So based on this kind of analysis, we found the leadership, culture, and behaviors relationship. So based on this, we start to develop the approaches. We now call it LCB approach to correct the unsafe behaviors that was induced either by workers and managers. So we hope that the cognition-based safety can be a further step of behavioral-based safety, because the cognition is the first step of unsafe behaviors. So based on this research and understanding, we start to develop relevant technologies to tackle with this issue. This is what we identified for two kinds of failure mode. For the first one, an unintentional failure mode, we've tried to develop various kinds of technologies, either the EEG or the computer vision technologies to early warn the workers with their unsafe behaviors. The technologies was developed by my students, and two of them are sitting here. And we have one for EEG. This is to detect the fatigue of the workers. And the second one is based on the computer vision. And the third one is also computer vision based, but we use the deep learning to identify the unsafe behaviors. This equipment can be installed on any kinds of the equipment. Now, not only detecting the distance with the workers, but also can recognize the unsafe behaviors of the workers. And on the other side, for the intentional unsafe behavior, we developed two softwares that is related to safety culture and safety leadership as a kind of the survey tool to identify the defect of the managerial factors amongst organization. And we also developed the standard for the safety culture and safety leadership assessment that can be used by the industry, the enterprises and project teams. So based on these two kinds of technologies, we try to integrate them together as a so-called BeSafe. It's an AI-driven safety management system based on the technologies that detected unsafe behaviors, and we also have the LCB tools. That means the leadership and the cultural survey on the cloud. So we connect all of these technologies, not only good for detecting the behaviors, but we also provide the approaches to solve their problem, to cut the root cause of the unsafe behaviors. You know, in many cases, we do have new technologies, good technologies, but the site don't want to use it, even though they implemented the technology on the site. The workers may not like to use it because they will feel uncomfortable in many ways. So if we add on top of the technologies, we create a better safety culture, then the technologies can be implemented easier. So we tried to put all the things together. We call it BeSafe, the system, the BeSafe. So this one was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, was recognized by the so-called Construction Innovation Award in Hong Kong. Now it's also implemented in Hong Kong in some of the companies. On top of these, in the past 2 years, we tried to use a large language model to create the safety AI agent to help the site safety officers to better manage their site safety. This is the structure of the way how we develop the safety agent. Basically, we try to use the agent to replace part of the safety officer's work. This is an example. It's
Visit
all
web
based
page by
on
link
the
and modify the
cloud
content.
and on the
2.
mobile phone.
Submit hazard through voice.
有人吸烟，
After recognition, visit the web page and modify. 3. Enter checklist for hazard list. 4. Generate daily training content based on hazards. Answer the questions and check the results. 5. Generate training content for safety managers. Watch the training video and answer the questions below. 6. Ask for professional knowledge, explanation and courses will shown after querying database. 7. Safety managers can ask about the latest situation. 8. Safety report will be generated every week to reflect the changes and distribution of hazards submitted.
Okay, this is some of the examples. What could it be function? And now we also, since we used to some of the projects, so now we can estimate the cost to implement this kind of technology. This is simple, but effective. So now, we made it as a product. So many companies try to purchase it to implement in their sites. So one of the examples, to show you how we implement this technology, there's a project called the Tree of Life. This is a very special project designed by an American architect. That is a tree made of steel with the height of almost 60 meters high. So they built the tree and with the various kinds of plants, so the guest can go up to the tree, to the top, as a kind of the entertainment facility in the central of a commercial complex to attract the customers. So it's very difficult to construct this one because the surroundings are all buildings under construction. So the site is very limited, and 4 mobile cranes was used to erect all the steels. So in the whole process, our technologies was fully implemented, including not all of the. I just raised some of the examples. All the technologies we have on this project. So you can see this is the screen shows the functionality of the technology. And we have cameras in different angles to detect the unsafe behaviors and the positions. So I have to go. This is some of the indexes. You can see the growth, the better of the performance in different ways. And some of the key performance, that is the communication and the compliance, sorry, there's one character missing, is increased significantly. So based on this success, we started to use this technology in bigger projects. So this shows big airport terminal construction projects, and it's very successful. It's almost completed this project. And then more airport projects used our projects on the way. It's still used. Just now, I got a message from one of the projects for their performance. And now we collaborate not only on single projects, we collaborate with contractors to cover most of their or most of their projects because it's all online, the technology. Okay, this is all I would like to share with you. Maybe I go too quick because I don't want to waste your time. Anyhow, your comments are welcome. Thank you.
So, what has been the reaction of the contractors? I mean, you use this technology, it produces good results. Are you getting any resistance from contractors?
There's so many contractors. We try to introduce our product in several conferences or occasions. Many of them approached us. It means they are interested in it. Then we let them to use it free for a few weeks or a few months. If they feel comfortable, they start to pay. Right? If they don't like it, it's okay. But now the feedback is very positive. So one of the companies come to us. They want to use to all their projects. It's more than 300 projects.
Anybody else?
Anybody in North America? Is it have English based as well as?
Not yet. We do try to develop an English version for the Hong Kong airport terminal construction. It's on the way. So they are really interested in it.
Well, this is somewhat similar to something we just saw from Kiewit, you know, and you saw the presentation.
Yeah.
Have you worked at all with any American firms?
You know, nowadays it's quite difficult
or
to work
American
in North
schools.
America.
or American schools. American schools?
Not yet, but we do have many connections with the American schools, such as John Gambatis. We know each other for many years. Brian, we all work on safety, and Billy from the UK. So we are trying to make us ready for this technology to be used all over the world, not only in China.
Okay.
And nowadays, the language is not a problem because it's easy to be translated into other languages.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much. Great presentation, Dr. Fang. One of the questions, Thank you so much. We might have in United States is that we have legal issues whenever we record something using camera, and the workers resist to that because it can be used in the court if an accident happen. Have you faced any problem like that in your data collection?
You are right. We have the same question, but not as serious as here. Yeah. So some of the workers also complain that they were monitored by the cameras, but the different contractors has different ways to tackle with this. Some of them said, if you don't like this one, you just go to another site without the system. Some of them may say do have the difficult, so they didn't use it. So it depends.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay, very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very much.